Hello basketball fans, this is Dora Pandelli. Welcome to Off the Court. You watch your favorite players do incredible things on a basketball court, but with us, you will be able to discover them in everyday life. For example, what are their habits, their routine, their culinary taste, even their music taste? We will talk about almost everything without taboos and especially without any limits. Today, our guest is Vincent Poirier. He's a French basketball professional player known for his dominant presence as a center. He has written history inside the basket with his impressive height, rebounding skills, and versatility, and he's become a key figure in European basketball. Currently playing for Anadolu Efes Istanbul in the EuroLeague. Off the court, Poirier is recognized for his charismatic personality and his love for tattoos, which reflects his unique story and passions. First of all, thank you, Vincent, for being here with us.
You're welcome.
You know, everybody's dying to find out what you're doing, before the game, during your day, at your free time. So I have a set of questions for you, and you better be honest with your fans, okay?
Always.
So,
Always
you ready?
secret.
It's game time now.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of players doing different kind of warm-ups. I'm talking the warm-up we do before the actual teamwork warm-up. Many people are doing the foam roller. Other people are doing bands. Some people are in the weight room lifting weights, some light weights before the game. Other people are shooting. What is your favorite, warm-up routine before the team warm-up?
Well, it's still a debate to me because obviously at the beginning of the season I was warming up, but I figured out that a moment where we stop going to locker room and coming back to reactivate the body, it was cutting my legs a little bit. So I started doing nothing until the warm up with the team, and now I kind of like activate a little bit the deep muscle and everything, making sure my body is stretched. And well, so far it looks like that would be my routine so far for the rest of the season.
Okay, now let's move. We'll leave from the pre-game stuff, which is just going to go during the game, and I mean during the warm-up. Are you from these players that they wear headphones, or you have some tunes in your locker room that you want to listen to, part of the ritual?
So I changed the playlist music in FS because at the beginning it was really bad. So I sent my playlist to the DJ. So now we have the playlist for warming up. But I'm not going outside to warm up by myself no more. So I'm not really listening to the playlist. I'm just in the locker room listening to my music and doing my things. But yeah, no, I don't like to hear music because I think it play a little bit. I don't know. I don't like it. I did it one time. And I was so bad during the game. So I was like, it must be that because I read something later that say, yeah, when you got the headphone, you play a little bit with your balance because you can hear everything, and we know that the hair, it play with your balance.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, I'm not doing it anymore.
If you could have one song, if you could tell to that DJ, play one song on repeat while we're warming up, what song would that be?
It would be Booba, 92E, Viron. That's a song that I used to listen when I was in Paris back in the day, so 10 years ago. And I was listening that with my friend all the time before every game. And I keep that in Baskonia, I keep it in the NBA, and I keep it in Madrid. So I always play it in my playlist before the game. And most of the time it's right before the speech of the coach.
Okay, and is that your favorite song ever? Would you say?
It's like everything. My career go well so far because I'm listening to that song. So
okay, we'll keep it
I
then.
keep doing
It's your best song.
Yeah, it's like you follow me, so I keep it.
Do you have a romantic song or a song that you use when you want to dance as a favorite?
When I want to dance.
Yeah. Or one
crazy.
You don't want to assume to your friends that you're listening to, but you're listening to while you're driving.
I like to listen to Celine Dion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'm a romantic guy, so I'm a lover boy. So sometimes, especially my daughter, she always have these eyes when I'm listening to this song, and it's just so funny because I'm singing it with her, and I don't know, it's like a different vibe, and sometimes I like it. So yeah, I'll be honest. I'm listening to Celine Dion sometimes.
Okay, what? We like Celine Dion. Now let's move to the things you do off the court. What is, would you say, your favorite activity besides basketball?
The traffic in Istanbul,
Your favorite
fighting
activity?
the traffic. Yeah, fighting the traffic here. No, well, it's pretty hard. Because like I said, the traffic really fucked up the life here. So it's not really easy to do anything. I would say I'm a guy that stay home most of the time. So I play video games. I call my daughter because she's living in Madrid. So most of the time I'm away from her. Um, I go to restaurants. But yeah, my activity of basketball is not really like amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, nothing crazy actually.
Do you have a favorite video game?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty, I play FIFA.
Are you
You
good
know,
at FIFA? Because it's not easy for someone who play basketball.
yeah, but I play 10 years of soccer, so of
That's
football.
true.
So I've been raised in football. I've been raised with FIFA. I've been raised. So some people, my close friend, will say I'm really bad, which is not true. Some people will say I'm really good, which is the truth. I would say just confront me and you will see.
Okay. Challenge accepted. You're traveling a lot, you listen to a lot of music, but you're also watching a lot of shows, I bet, with so much traveling. Which one is your
Yeah.
show for now? Like what's your favorite show now?
Well, I finished it. It was Lioness with Zoe Saldana. Yeah, like 2 seasons right now. But I really like the show. So that was the thing that I was watching like recently.
Your favorite TV show ever? Something that you will watch on repeat?
Oh, favorite TV show ever? I would say Breaking Bad.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I agree. So let's move to another subject. Let's go to the perfect holiday, vacation. Tell me about a destination, about activities you want to do, people you want to have with you. What's the ideal rest time for Vincent?
When I'm by myself, more like not party vibe, somewhere like that move a little bit more boat party, having a boat, having people, my friend. We enjoy a little bit our vacation, more active. But yeah, that would be there.
Do you have a favorite destination?
I love Greece actually. I love Greece.
Go on.
Uh,
Greek
I love
islands are always an
Greece.
option.
Yeah. I've been there last summer, but more quiet. I was in Crete, so it was more like chill holidays. But if not, I love Dubai, but it's not during the summer, so can I can take Dubai. Maybe Marbella, or maybe I would go Miami this summer. I don't know yet. I don't know,
Okay.
but
Now,
yeah.
if Vincent Poirier wasn't a basketball player, which we're very thankful you are because you have changed a lot of things in French basketball and European basketball, and congratulations for that. But let's say if you weren't a basketball player, what would you be?
A soccer player?
A soccer player?
No,
A very tall
yeah.
soccer player?
That was my dream when I was young. Like I said, I've been raised into soccer. I've been raised into that, the Paris Saint-Germain and everything. So my dream was to become a football player. Well, it didn't go that way because obviously I was maybe too tall and not enough talented. But uh, really, I don't know because the basketball came into my life at a moment where I didn't know what to do, and since then all I do is basketball. So I really don't know what I could have done other than basketball. So yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I really don't know.
We're glad you don't know, and we're glad you decided to become a basketball player. Now, does Vincent have any fears, any phobias?
I don't like snakes.
Okay, I'll take that. Nobody
Yeah.
likes snakes.
Yes.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, no, I mean, some people like it, but really like small snakes, big snake, nah, no,
Okay.
I stay away. Same for spider, like everything that goes slow, and I don't like that.
Okay, Vincent, thank you. These are the questions I had from our fans, and I think that they've learned everything about you. Thank you so much for joining
You're
our show.
welcome. Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoy learning more about Vincent Poirier. off the court. Tell us more in the comments below. Who would you like to see in this show? Or also add some questions for them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels and to our social media networks. Au revoir!